Finally, Americans are watching Trump's press conferences themselves. This is a really extraordinary thing because he have been around for so long, and for most cases, most Americans, especially Democrats, do not watch Trump's press conference themselves because they hate Trump too much. They can't stand him. They can't stand the way he talk. They don't like what he say. For most cases, they have never even really sit down and watch 1 hour of press conference of Trump himself talking, and they just hate him. And because of this virus situation, this COVID-19 situation in America, people are too concerned to really care about their political alignment that they really actually sit down and watch the press conference to try to understand what is being done and what is going to be done by the administration to help America survive this COVID-19 situation. And this have an unintended effect that now Democrats, Republicans, and everyone in the middle are watching Trump speak in his press conference. And this, I think, hardly ever happened from all the time that I've been watching Trump's press conferences, because I can't really trust the news, so I tend to watch the press conferences themselves, and I'm pretty used to Trump's speeches and press conferences and the way he talked. To me, I've been watching these few days press conferences regarding the coronavirus in the USA. It's not really that different. It's really not that different from the normal time, just that maybe just slightly a bit more somber a bit, but not by much. The amount of self-praise and try to reaffirm that confidence in this administration is still there, giving opportunities to the key people in different part of the government, and to be important people that's doing certain important leading role in different parts of the country, also always being given time to speak, and that's pretty normal too. So for the news conferences that I've been watching, is really not really that different, but somehow Trump is getting praised, and not just by Republicans and the usual supporters of Trump, but he's getting praised by his adversaries, political enemies. Surprisingly, so we get CNN's Dana Bash, who praises Trump. Although praising his tone is kind of lame, but he praises Trump, and that's from CNN is incredible. It's unimaginable. So he say that Trump is the kind of leader that people need. Wow. Incredible. See, the network's chief political correspondent called him the kind of leader that people need. And it's like, if you look at the big picture, this was remarkable from the President of the United States. This is a non-partisan. This is an important thing to note and to applaud from an American standpoint, from a human standpoint. He's being the kind of leader that people need, at least in tone today and yesterday, in tone that people need and want and yearn for in times of crisis and uncertainty. And it's amazing because apparently she have not been looking from the big picture for the past 3-4 years, because that's just typical Trump. From everything from immigration to war, to building the wall at the southern border, to the gangs, to tax cuts, to healthcare. Trump had always been like this, and it's incredible. So you can see on the Mail online, Meghan McCain praises Donald Trump for calling coronavirus the Chinese virus, and she's from ABC. So Trump have very few friends in media, and now you have people, praising him all over. And guess who just praised Trump? Ilhan Omar. Oh my freaking god. So he praises Trump for incredible coronavirus response. Can you imagine? Freaking god. Unbelievable. So he responded with a quote by fellow squad member Ayanna Pressley, who always says unprecedented time requires unprecedented leadership, and we are seeing that in our country right now. Wow. That's crazy. And guess who? New York Governor Andrew Cuomo praises Trump's administration's effort to handle the coronavirus outbreak on Tuesday, after initially criticizing the federal government's response as absurd and nonsensical. And it's only when the shit hits the fan that you realize that your president actually does things. So he said that the president is 100% sincere in his desire to work with the state to control the virus outbreak, and and the administration is ready to and willing to help, especially on the hospital capacity issue. So it's crazy, man. And then we have more. We have California. So California's Governor Gavin Newsom got off the phone with Donald Trump, and he talked about the privilege of a conversation. Wow, privilege. We need more swabs, the president assured me. Not only assured me, and he was aware of where those swabs are being procured before I even offered my own insight. Not only he is on top of it, they are securing and beginning the process of distributing those swabs. Suddenly he realized that his president is capable. He's ahead of him, knowing where to find the suppliers. And and you just look at the article. The Democratic strategist in California. The president holds the key to lock where the money is. There's no sense to be loggerhead with the keeper of the purse. It's smart to move politics aside. Sure. And we have CNBC writing on Kramer praises Trump for involving private sector in coronavirus response. This is real firepower. I think it can matter. Whew. This is crazy. CNBC praising Donald Trump. When does that ever happen, man? So guess what? There's still more. See, this is another one. So California Democrat governor praises Trump's response to coronavirus, and this by Newsweek. And why I need to show this again is because another media that is not always pro-Trump. So it's the same thing, talking about Gavin Newsom praises Donald Trump on Monday for supporting his state. And this on the repatriation of passenger from coronavirus infected Grand Princess cruise ship. And we had a private conversation, but he said, we're gonna do the right thing. You have my support, all of our support, logistically and otherwise. He said everything I could have hoped for, and we had a very long conversation, and every single thing he said, they followed through on. He did not expect that. So everyone that followed Trump know this will happen. Trump had always been the action-packed person, when this really serious thing when he say he will do, and he follow through with his threat, he follow through with his offers of support. So just look at these numbers. Let me refresh to see whether the number jumped. Okay, almost 700,000 people watched this 5 hours ago, and 1 million views 1 day ago. Another 5 hours ago, by this one Fox News, 500,000. 5 hours ago, Fox Business. So you just look at the numbers. This is unusual numbers, to be honest. So 1 day ago, 700,000. So NBC 800,000. And why this matters? Because these outlets, 950,000. Washington Post, NBC, Time, Washington Post, 400,000. This and got the Guardian. The Guardian is not much, but these are not pro-Trump medias. Like, these are literally anti-Trump medias, and their viewers and readers are watching in great numbers for themselves for the first time of their own president being presidential. Guardian 340,000, and this 6 days ago. So this, and NBC 1.3 million 2 days ago. So this is extraordinary. Americans are finally watching Donald Trump speak rather than just read the articles that is terribly written by the what Trump called the fake news media. And it's true, the way how those anti-Trump medias write about Trump and what he say totally misses the point most of the time. Donald Trump does so much important things, so much crazy, incredible decisions, and they are usually not covered because the media are just covering one of his jokes or jibs. Then when there's actually a 1 hour to 2 hour worth of things that he said, and usually they are not covered. So a lot of the things that the Democrats might have gone against were actually gone under the radar because they're so busy chasing all these trails and crumbs that Trump throw everywhere to mislead them, and he get a lot of things done. And people who really look up to Trump actually understands and actually see all these things. I'm pretty pro-Trump. So 2 days ago, MSNBC 335,000, ABC 82, 500,000. No, I'm pretty pro-Trump. The main reason was because I see that he actually is able to get things done, and he actually outperformed what I think he would do by more than a few times, man. Easily 10 times. He did 10 times more than I think he could. Given that I have been seeing how presidents get bogged down in the politics at Washington, D.C., but he just managed to get everything done. It's crazy. I used to a bit dislike him when he in the years, during the Obama years, when he had this webcam and then talking shit, and sometimes the shit he talk is really crap. But since he ran, he had been amazing, and since he became president, it was outstanding. So ABC News, 3 years ago, that's too far away. Okay, so so up to you to observe and see, whether what I say is correct, and if USA is able to deal with the coronavirus situation well. All these praises and all those viewers from the Democrats and the people who are like, they don't really know what's happening because they don't follow the alternate media news so closely, and they get all their news source from the mainstream media. all these people that have usually previously had a very bad impression of Trump, they're gonna change. They're gonna view him very differently because in the press conferences and when you actually observe how he talk and how he make jokes, and it makes sense, but you just can't transcribe all those things down. Once you transcribe, it looks ridiculous. And I believe if USA survive this well, the re-election already is going to be a landslide. Previously, it is going to be unprecedented. The numbers will be crazy. So fingers crossed. I hope USA survive this. I have a lot of friends that is from America, and I personally want to visit America one day, so I don't really hope to USA to crash and burn. So take care, good luck, and I will see you all soon. So I have not made a video yesterday. I might not make it tomorrow because I'm working on something. It's also related to the virus. I'm going to expand on the trend graph that I did previously. I think that will provide a lot of insight for a lot of people, so I hope to get that done. It will be done under my company's auspice, so hope I can get it done soon enough, and I will share more on it when it's done.